Yeah, I bet you guys thought I forgot about this, didn't you? Well, you were wrong. How's it hanging, dudes? My name is Sean, and welcome back to another Parkasaurus video. It's been a while since we've done Parkasaurus. Kind of got, off the deep end with the documentary for Jurassic Cartoon Evolution, and also kind of holding Frontier's feet to the fire. I got a little off track here, but make sure you smack a like, make sure you comment down below about Parkasaurus, because today, as you've seen in the title, we have every single trailer, every single update, every single reveal, everything that Wash Bear Studios have put out there. And I was even was allowed to take some screenshots of in-game. They're easily accessible. You can get these screenshots in their Discord server, but I was actually able to acquire screenshots from in-game footage screenshots. So I'll be sharing those with you guys, and I hope you guys really like them. Feel free to pause on the video and kind of take in the screenshots as they go by. But yeah, so I mean, I guess we'll just go ahead and get into playing the trailers real quick, and I'll see you on the other side.
Hello Dino Zookeepers, and welcome back to the second installment for Parkasaurus. I'm Chris from Wash Bear Studio, and I would like to talk to you about privacy and exhibit privacy for your dino best friends. So let's get to it. So here's Gus, and Gus, like every dino in Parkasaurus, has a privacy bar. And this bar will go down as more guests come in and cheer Gus on. And so while that's good for the guests, that's bad for Gus. And there's a real fine balance in designing your exhibit where you have enough privacy for Gus, but also not too privacy so your guests can still see Gus. And a cool tool we can use to evaluate the privacy of our exhibit is the privacy heat map. And what it does is it shows us the privacy of each tile in your exhibit. So red tiles are not private, and they tend to be close to where guests can see your dino, and orange and yellow are semi-private, and green tend to be very private, and they're usually farther away. Let's dive into the idea of this privacy heat map a bit more. So let's contrast two exhibits. This one here I'm building with a wooden fence, and a wooden fence is fairly strong, fairly cheap, and if you look at the privacy heat map of this exhibit, you'll see that it's not very private near the path, and it's more private farther out. Now let's build the same exhibit, except this time what we're going to use is change up the wall material a tiny bit. So again, it'll mostly be wooden fence, but I'm going to add some concrete wall, which is very strong, but you can't see through it. And in this case, it's actually kind of what we want, because if you look at the privacy heat map of this exhibit, it is a bit more private behind the concrete wall. Now it's very subtle, but it does affect the overall privacy of your exhibit. In addition to changing the material of the fences, there's other tools you can use to modify the privacy of an exhibit. So in this case, you can add some tall grass. And what that does is that it creates these little privacy pockets within your exhibit. And when Otis here goes inside the privacy pockets, he becomes invisible and starts to regenerate his privacy. And so eventually, your dino best friends just get fed up with no privacy. And what they'll often do, like in Otis's case, is find a nice tall patch of grass and sleep it off. They'll sleep away until their privacy regains enough that they feel comfortable to come back out and play again. Now, this is great for Otis, bad for your guests, because your guests can't see Otis, and if your guests can't see your dinos, they won't donate money to your park, and that's a problem. So there's a fine balance here. And eventually, once Otis feels he's had enough rest, Otis will say, all right, let's get back to it, and we'll start playing again in your exhibit. Hopefully that's given you some ideas on how you're going to design your exhibit. The two of us really appreciate everyone who wish lists the game on Steam, so please do that. That's great, thank you. Also, even better, maybe if you like what we're doing, pass on the video to a friend, or follow us on Twitter, or something amazing like that. Okay, thank you very much. See you later. Hey everybody, Chris from Washbear Studio here to do our first reveal video for Parkasaurus. Today I'd like to tell you about our exhibit pane and how it plays an important role in your exhibit designs. So in Parkasaurus, each exhibit that you make for your dino best friends is going to be different from the next. So to maximize your dino's happiness score, you're really going to want to create an exhibit that's tailored specifically to the dino species. With a brand new exhibit like this, you usually start with placing the base tile, and in this case, I choose the base tile to be grass. Now let's modify this exhibit to be perfect for our Stegosaurus friend. And this is where we meet the exhibit pane. Now the exhibit pane is a great place to find out information about your exhibit. And in this case, a part of that is the current biome, which is forest. And I can change this by adding water. As you can see, the forest now transformed into a rainforest biome. And I can raise the elevation to transform this rainforest biome into a taiga biome, which is what I want in the end. And you can see, not only does the graph tell me this, but also the ecosystem of the exhibit will also change. So now let's go back to our exhibit pane, but this time let's look at the biodiversity graph. And so what this tells me is the ideal ratio I need for my dino between trees, shrubs, and rocks. And here it's pretty even. So let's go ahead and start adding some pine trees, and I'll add them near the water to make sure they get a good source of water. And let's add some bushes, so let's do some daffodils and put them around here at the bottom lake. Perfect. And finally, let's add some basalt rocks. And since these don't really need water, I can kind of put them anywhere. Okay, that biodiversity graph's looking pretty good. And yeah, okay, we're done. So that is just a small part of how you can specifically tailor each exhibit for your dino best friends. If you want to know more, be sure to check out the Parkasaurus Steam page, wishlist us because that's amazing, follow us on Twitter, or drop by our Discord. Alright, talk to you later.
Alright, so super excited for this game. So excited. It is a little bit cartoony. It's not as real, but you know, but that's, to me, that's the only downside. I mean, look at the building aesthetics, everything you can do, placing lights, bathrooms. There's hatchlings, and we'll be going through maybe some more of these in the future. If this video does decently and you guys want to see some more of this, we can also talk about how there will be hatchlings, how there will be different kind of bathrooms. As you've seen the screenshots beforehand, like, God, that's so cool, man. They're doing, and there's two guys working on this game. Keep that in mind. There are only 2 people working on this game, and they are doing a crap ton of work. I mean, the game's supposed to come out in summer, and it's getting pushed back a little bit, but hey, that's okay. At least they pushed their game back if it's not 100% ready, and look at the amount of stuff that's already in it. Like, it's mind-blowing that 2 people could put this much effort into a game to really... you can tell they care about it. You know what I mean? Like, other development companies have not naming any names, Frontier, have huge development companies, have teams at their disposal. They've created their own engine. They have so much, so many assets, so much money, big paychecks they just got to actually develop some awesome games, right? And for the most part they have, but just the fact that two people are oh man, like it's just these guys. Parkasaurus Washburn Studios, shout out to them. Everybody go support them. There's actually a timeline link, something they have like where you can you can vote and stuff like that. There's a whole they just I'll put that link in the comment section. Maybe you guys will click on that. But these guys, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words. Just how much work they're putting into the game, how much they enjoy the game, how much they're wanting to give this community some content, really. You know what I mean? So as soon as this game comes out, you guys know I'll be playing it. I'm also on the creators list to get the game hopefully a little bit early, if not as soon as everybody else. So we'll definitely be uploading this on day one if possible. And so yeah, fucking Parkasaurus guys, go give them show them some love. I'll have all their links below, and don't forget, I'm in the comment section after every single video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. This kind of stuff helps. I appreciate you guys like always, and I'll see you in the next one.
You had me at hello.